coverage.
Well, first of all, I want to begin by thanking government and specifically my president and the Minister of Education and Sports for this stadium. What I have come today and what I was doing was to chair a meeting between the interagency, the city, then Minister of Works, who is a consultant, me, the client, the security team, and of course the contractor as official and formally started clearing of land to begin with the construction of the stadium. And I'm happy to report that the President and the Minister of Education and Sports will come, officially lay the foundation stone at a certain point when the work is already taking place. You're all aware that our time in terms of the implementation of this project is meant to be 18 months, and we have so far spent 1.5 months on the mobilization. So the rest of the works was entirely to instruct and to direct some of the government agencies here that now that work has started, the entire land is going to be secured. We are going to deploy police to make sure that nobody attempts to interfere with the contractor without the permission, from the written permission from the Minister of Education and Sports. So that is here. I've also asked the local leaders to work hand in hand with the contractor whenever they need certain help. So all other government agencies which are mandated to work with this project will be able to come on site. On Tuesday, the Minister of Works, which is a consultant, is coming on site, and they will have permanent representation here till the contract is completed of this project. So I want to confirm to the country that the Hoima City project is now taking effect in terms of its construction till we will have it ready by 31st December 2025. And I am happy and confident that the company we selected has that capacity. They work 24 hours. The other one which is going to be done, the power, that is Hoima, the Minister of Energy is going to connect power this very within 3-4 days to the site, and that also takes effect. There's already water in the site. We are dealing with the issues of the road, and fortunately you can see the number of trucks which are already carrying out the works. So I thank you. Already they have issued a first design which is going to be approved by the consultant, like it is the procedure. So for me, I have only come here to officially ask all other leaders to give support to the contractor, which is already here. It's $130 million. And it's going to be a stadium, indoor arena, swimming pool, and training pitches. And both the training pitch, we're also going to have athletics training track.
Complete.
The capacity is meant to be 20,000 seater. By 31st December, it will be a turnkey handover of the what? Of the project. So that's why you see we have had multi-sport. After Afcon, there are other international sports activities from different disciplines, which will also be able to attract international competition to come here. And that is the mode of the stadium. And it's the same mode of where? Of Wakibwa. It's even Nambole now in the new planning. We are beginning to refocus our plan to make sure that we have multi-sport put into that land, which is in Nambole. Because it is now going to be our role as government to begin bidding for those international competitions. And they are there. We have just been in Paris. What the Europeans have done, they have invested a lot on sports infrastructure. So even us in the layout on our plan of this stadium, we had to make sure that we have multi-sport, which is able to attract other international games to continue coming. Number two, if there are clubs who want to use the stadiums, like now you see Nambole, they have already requested. Soccer Club Villa has requested to use Mayambole as their home ground, which helps the stadium to remain in use, helps football fans to be using it, and we will continue doing it. Even Kitara, we don't refuse people from investing in private infrastructure. But you know, there's a level where standards are required, where clubs cannot be able to sustain and to manage. No wonder now you see SC Villa, they needed, a CAF needed a Class A stadium. And what we are constructing here is a Class A stadium. So still, even if they use their own facility, we will have other clubs who will also be interested in what? Saying that let's host our games in where? In Hoima. So for me, for purpose of sustainability, we actually, where the country is moving forward is that we need to attract as much as tourists which come from the sports to help us boost our economy. That is going to begin now. The contractor has promised 80% is going to be local people. So that one is, they're only bringing 20% of the expatriates, which are going basically to doing high-class jobs. These other jobs, it's for us Ugandans. It was also it was one of the conditions we agreed with them before we signed the contract. Jobs are for our own people.
Bamukubye. Bambuza tuteyo batusigale mu makutumu y'amanyi. Abalongo balidde ediyo. Otegeera okubuuza jabalonziremu ye oba ndi wankudife. Doubting.
Some of you doubting. They are doubting Thomas. They don't.
With activity.
Beehive of activity.